Paredes again, just in that little pocket. We were talking about Mark and Fernandez once more.
Yes, get ready, students, children. You know who is coming.
Alvarez dropping a little bit deeper. Another good goal-scoring season for Atletico Madrid, for Julian Alvarez.
Hey, audience! Mana madyaloki, mana gauravanilaina evarastunnaru telusu kada meeku.
Everyone, come on!
Mana gauravanilaina mukhyamantri Revanth anna.
Everyone, come on! Revanth anna.
పాలమూరు జిల్లాల కొండరెడ్డిపల్లెలో కొన్నదొక తల్లి పాలమూరు జిల్లాల కొండరెడ్డిపల్లెలో కొన్నదొక తల్లి పాలల్లో పౌరుషం పోసినాదో పెద్ద పులిలాగా ఖాండ్రించి లేచినాడే పోరు కథలన్నీ చిన్ననాడు చెప్పినాదో పోరు మీద తన పోరును నడిపినాడే ధరణిపై నినదించి తప్పునే ఎదిరించి బెదిరించి నిలదీసినాడే రంగులు అద్దిన చేతితోనే మూడు రంగుల జెండా ఎగరేసినాడే రేవంత్ అన్న చూడే గర్వమెక్కిన గడికి గుండైనాడే దండైనాడే గర్వపడేలా గడ్డ పాలిస్తూ ఉండే రేవంత్
అన్న. Telangana rising and go!
మనం వచ్చినప్పుడు మన రేవంత్ అన్నకి మన ప్రేమ చూపిద్దాం అనుకున్నాం కదా పిల్లలు. ఎలా చూపిద్దాం అనుకున్నాము? ఎలా?
Woo! And my dear friends, our Hon'ble Chief Minister Revanth Reddy Garu is the only Indian leader who has played with the legend Messi. Let's clap for him.
మీ అందరికి అక్క చెప్పినట్టు ఏమన్నారు? మన భారతదేశంలో ఉన్న లీడర్స్ అందరిలో ఏకైక లీడర్ ఎవరైతే ఆ స్క్రీన్ పైన ఆడుతున్న లియోనెల్ మెస్సీని కలిసి తనతో ఫుట్బాల్ ఆడారో ఆ ఏకైక వ్యక్తియే మన రేవంత్ అన్న.
Same goes for Molina on the Argentina right.
ఫుట్బాల్ అండ్ మన రేవంత్ అన్న మెస్సీతో ఆడినారు కదా. ఇప్పుడు మెస్సీ టీమ్ లో ఆడుతున్నారు. ఎంతమంది మెస్సీ సపోర్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు? ఎంతమంది రేవంత్ అన్న సపోర్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు? ఓకే, ఎంజాయ్ ద మ్యాచ్ పిల్లలు.
This is Sandro Martinez forward. Alvarez losing it. Quick feet there from Egypt's players, and assured down, challenged by Rodrigo de Paul, and again referee right on the spot. Francois Letexier.
Yeah, when you play such a close sort of game, looking to try and close down, put pressure on the ball every time. DePaul there, just slightly out. There is a touch there. You can see that clearly. Shaw goes down the ground. That's going to happen. You don't get your timing perfectly right.
Mo Salah. Support from Hassan. He's done well, but it's a straightforward header clear. Lachine trying to prise it open. Honey. Egypt have got their first corner of the match.
Argentina got their hands full down that left-hand side of them.
There's the FIFA General Secretary, Matthias Grafström. Gianni Infantino elsewhere today, of course. We've got another fixture coming up a little bit later this afternoon. Egypt on the front foot, though, trying to break the deadlock here against the defending champions from Argentina. It's a decent ball in, and they have broken the deadlock. Wow, what a start to the match. What a header. Yasser Ibrahim, the world champions are behind.
The one that reacts first and decisively. Lisandro Martinez doesn't even really put a challenge in half-heartedly, and it's a brilliant header back across the face of goal. Gives Emi Martinez absolutely no chance to react, and what a start for Egypt.
Yasser Ibrahim scoring only.
Pace of the ball was exceptional, gave Yasser Ibrahim every opportunity to get on the end of it, and with force.
Imam Ashur sending it into the box. The little flick was aimed at Mo Salah. Egypt fancy this.
We talked about it, didn't we, before the game. The fact is that Egypt, if they are brave enough, if they take the ball, take the game to Argentina, respect them, yes, be organised, know they're up against a very, very good side. Obviously one of the best players on the planet in Lionel Messi. But don't be fearful, and they haven't shown that at all. They've taken the game to Argentina and deservedly had a chance, a big chance, and they've taken it.
Well, Argentina have scored at least 2 goals in each of the last 10 World Cup matches they've played in. They're going to need to extend that at least to 11 today if they're to prevail, because here come Egypt again. It's Salah challenged on the edge of the box. Referee says no foul. Egypt's ball. By the way, that's the first attempt on target against Argentina in the whole of the World Cup this summer, in the first half.
Yeah, it's a scary stat, isn't it? It really is. I mean, I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think that was the case. However, Egypt, they've obviously done their homework. They've come here. They're playing without fear. They know that the pressure's all on Argentina. Of course, Egypt have pressure. They have pressure within. They have pressure back home. But it's about going there and playing with freedom, and what a start. They couldn't have hoped for a better start than this one.
Well, there's some pressure on these world champions in blue and white as well now, as if there wasn't already. Long way to go.
It's something that Argentina are used to, aren't they? I mean, they know what pressure is. Been there, done that before. Geez, they've made it a bit difficult for themselves in this game.
Yeah, unbeaten in the last 10 matches they played at the finals. Argentina, they got a free kick and taking it a bit too quickly for the liking of the referee, Francois Letexier. The last time Argentina lost at the World Cup. It was that opening game 4 years ago to Saudi Arabia when they were beaten 2-1. This is the first time they've been behind since then in a World Cup finals game.
At least that Saudi Arabia game, they could afford to lose that first game of the World Cup. They can't afford to lose this one.
They won't be panicking. Long, long way to go. We're not even 20 minutes into this one, but it's a great start for Egypt. Here's Lionel Messi, who can change the game in an instant, as we all know. And here comes Tagliafico, challenged, and Argentina have got a route back into the game immediately.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball in behind. Tagliafico, that's what we said about the danger of the two fullbacks pushing forward. Tagliafico was always in the best position to win that. You can see there, Haitham Hassan just don't think he's looking. He certainly takes his eye off the runner of Tagliafico and doesn't know he's cutting in, not aware of it. Just makes the challenge. So often we see it, players in behind, out of the sight of the player trying to defend, and he just gets caught out.
Well, the 19th penalty of this World Cup finals coming up. 14 of the previous 18 have ended up in the back of the net. Lionel Messi has missed a penalty at this World Cup. That was against Austria. He's actually missed 3 penalties in the World Cup finals, but he scored 4. Can he score an 8th goal here at this World Cup?
Yeah, I believe he missed against Austria in the penalty, but then scored anyway in the game, so don't think it's one that's going to worry him too much. Obviously, he's in an ideal position, and you'd expect Messi to put this away.
Can Lionel Messi score for the 9th consecutive match at the World Cup finals? No, he can't, not yet anyway. He's denied by Mustafa Shubir.
Massive moment for Egypt. Mustafa Shubir, it's a brilliant save, it really is. Purely because he doesn't go early, he waits his time and gets everything behind it.
One of the coaching staff for Egypt has just been shown a yellow card there for the referee. A flare up on the near side. Imam Ashur is the player on the ground. Wow. What a moment again, and Lionel Messi, let's take another look at it.
Yeah, Messi's just picked a spot, hasn't he? He's not even looking at the goalkeeper, he's decided he's just going to pick a spot. And Mustafa Shubir just bides his time, reads it perfectly, and it's a good save, a very good save from the goalkeeper. I think any penalty save's a very good one.
Well, Shubir had been the understudy to Mohamed El Shinawi, but just recently he's taken over as the number 1, and goalkeeping very much in his blood. He's the son of Ahmed Shubir, who kept goal at Italia 90. And what a moment for him there. One to never forget.
Saving it for the big occasion. Can't get much bigger than this for Egypt at this moment in time. That is huge for Egypt.
Argentinian supporters who do greatly outnumber Egyptian fans inside the stadium, doing everything they can at this moment in time to lift their team. We're heading to the midway point of the first half. It's had one or two moments so far.
Yes, it has. I mean, I have to say, from a perspective of a Messi penalty, it was underwhelming. However, it's the occasion. He's shown he's human once again. I mean, we've seen it on the odd occasion with Lionel Messi, and we've seen it again on this moment. But like I said, he missed one against Austria and then still scored in the game, and they won the game. So will he have a big impact in this game?
Just played in behind Mustafa Zico there, conceding possession to Argentina. Run made by Alexis McAllister through the middle. Salah tracked by Lisandro Martinez. they'll be happy to use up a bit more time with a challenge like that from Martinez near the halfway line. We reached the hydration break in the first half here, and what a first half it's been so far. Yasser Ibrahim heading Egypt into the lead in the 15th minute of the game, and then Lionel Messi having a penalty saved by Mustafa Shubir.
పిల్లలు మనము అందరే మ్యాచ్ ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తున్నారా లేదా? ఓకే మనము ఒక యాక్టివిటీ చేయబోతాం అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు అన్న కొంచెం ఎక్సైటింగ్ మ్యూజిక్ పెడదాము. ఇప్పుడు యాక్టివిటీ ఏంటంటే మీరందరూ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరూ ఇక్కడ నుండి వెనుక దాకా మీరందరూ టీమ్ 1 అనమాట. మీరేంటి గట్టిగా చెప్పాలి. ఇదంతా ఇక్కడ మధ్యలో కూర్చున్న వాళ్ళు మీ టీంలో రేవంత్ అని ఉన్నారు. మీరందరూ ఏ టీము? టీమ్ 2. ఏ టీము?
టీమ్ 2.
ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరూ
టీమ్
చాలా స్మార్ట్ అవ్వ పిల్లలందరూ. ఏ టీం మీరందరూ?
టీమ్ 3.
పైన ఉన్న వాళ్ళు మిమ్మల్ని మర్చిపోతాం అనుకున్నారా? మీరందరూ కూడా
టీమ్ 4.
ఏ టీము? వినిపిస్తుందా మీకు గట్టిగా? ఏ టీము? ఓకే, సో నేను టీమ్ 1 అన్నప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నుండి అక్కడ దాకా అందరు కూడా లేచి నిలబడి మీ చేతులు పైన పెట్టి గట్టిగా అరవాలన్నమాట. చేస్తారా? అర్థమైందా? చూపిద్దాం టీమ్ 1 ఎలా చేయాలి. ఓకేనా? రెడీయా? డెమో టీమ్ 1. వావ్, ప్రొఫెషనల్స్, వెరీ గుడ్. టీమ్ 2. టీమ్ 3. టీమ్ 4. టీమ్ 4 సగం మంది బాగా చేశారు అన్న. ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం మ్యూజిక్ తో పాటు చేద్దామా? పిల్లలందరూ రెడీయా? అందరు రెడీయా? ఓకే, రెడీ. ఓకే, రెడీయా అన్న? మ్యూజిక్ రాగానే చేద్దాం. ఓకే, అందరూ అర్థమైపోయింది కదా మీకు ఏం చేయాలో? ఎవరు గట్టిగా చేస్తారో చూడబోతున్నాము. ఇంకా కొన్ని సెకండ్స్ లో మళ్ళీ మ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అవబోతుంది. ఓకేనా? రెడీయా? ఓకే, fantastic. Okay, team 1. Team 2. Team 3. Team 4. Team 3 మళ్ళొకసారి గట్టిగా. Team 3 ఇంకోసారి. Team 2. Team 1. Team 2 మళ్ళొకసారి. Team 3 ఇంకోసారి. Team 4.
Lionel Messi has
ఇప్పుడు
failed to score with 4 of the 8 free kicks of the 8 penalties he's taken over the years at the finals.
Okay, I'll redo my stat. It's 5 out of 10 times at World Cups that he'll score penalties.
So we're underway once again. Egypt with that narrow 1-goal lead, and Karim Hafez picking out Ashur. There's a confidence about the way they're playing and approaching this. You said, Mark, before the game, they need to be brave, obviously, as well as sensible in the way they approach it, and that's what we've seen so far.
A much improved performance from Egypt. They have lifted to another couple of levels in this performance so far, and that's what they've had to do, because they've known they've come up against a top class side in Argentina, and at the moment Egypt are doing very, very well.
Reddy is picking up quite a few loose pieces just in front of the defence in the opening quarter of the match. Now it's with Nahuel Molina, Paredes, Romero. This is Julian Alvarez. And still. Shubir has actually saved 2 penalties now this World Cup, saved from Mehdi Taremi in the match against Iran in the group stage. So developing something of a reputation in such situations. Nahuel Molina, that's a decent looking ball, and a point blank save! What a stop that was to deny Alexis McAllister, but here come Argentina again towards De Paul. Imam Ashur, and it's thumped away by Karim Hafez, chased by Mo Salah.
Another big moment in this game. McAllister from that distance just doesn't really guide it, just tries to get something on it. It's too close to the goalkeeper, Shabir, and Shabir does a really good reaction save and gets rid of it out of the danger zone. And once again, plays a pivotal part in keeping it at 1-0 to Egypt.
Well, Vozinha of Cabo Verde had some good moments the other day, and so far Shabir in goal for Egypt as well. Fernandez finding Messi. Alarm bells, of course, ringing a little bit here for Egypt. The shot from Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, it's good defending from Egypt. Again, not diving in, keeping their calm, discipline. They're making Argentina work for it, trying to beat them. And they're there for the blocks as well. And if Egypt are going to progress, they're going to go far, going to get past this Argentina side. Mustafa Shabir, I think, will be a very busy man between now and the end of the game.
Good pressure there on Alessandro Martinez. Chased by Salah and racing in, trying to get on the end of it was Mustafa Zico. Comfortable enough for Martinez, who sends it on its way. There's an urgency about Argentina here, as you'd expect. Lovely pass from Messi. Now the chance to advance with Enzo Fernandez, picking out De Paul. First time ball, trying to find McAllister. Martinez, McAllister. Well, he turned into the defender, to Marwan Atia there. And it will be a free kick for Argentina.
Yeah, Atia just gets too close to McAllister there. Needs to just give himself a little bit of room, because you don't want to be given free kicks away in these central areas for Argentina. That's that discipline element to it. I know there's going to be moments in the game. This is that ball from De Paul. Great ball in. McAllister, you would feel that he has to get it more directed in the corner. Anywhere near the goalkeeper, you give him a chance. And Mustafa Shabir, obviously very high in confidence, makes a very good reactive save.
Yeah, McAllister has been in a number of very, very advanced positions through the middle already in this game. It's the closest Argentina have come to scoring from open play. The ball is at Messi's feet, and it was very nearly in Egypt's net.
I wonder if that just come off the post. That is very, very close. I don't know if Mustafa Shabir just felt that it was going wide. I mean, in the end, obviously, it goes wide enough. Messi's free kick, he curls it around the wall.
It was absolutely superb. That's how close it was.
I mean, he has it covered, Mustafa Shabir, but I think it's just a little bit too close for comfort.
Hafez. Zico challenging, losing out to Romero, ball's out of play.
I mean, they're sort of free kicks. If you're allowing or believing the ball's going wide and hits the post, anything can happen. Depending on where it hits the post, could have easily come back out, could have even hit the goalkeeper and gone in. It's a bit risky.
I think Egypt will have taken a lot of encouragement from what they saw in the Cabo Verde match.
Absolutely. They would have reviewed that game, known that Cabo Verde played without fear, were able to absorb pressure. They knew that. They knew there'd be times where they're going to have to dig deep. But also, when they do get the ball, the best way to relieve that pressure is retain it. Find your outs. Egypt are set up well for it as well. With Salah up front, with Zico up front, they've got the ability to break quickly.
Mustafa Zico chasing, Lisandro Martinez there first. Martinez had a terrific game, didn't he, the other night, with that pass for Messi for their first goal, and then tucking away the second himself.
I mean, going forward, he was instrumental. He played a big part. As a centre-half, he was so vital in Argentina's progression into this stage of the competition because of his contribution to all the goals. So that was huge. Defensively today, they're the questions that have been asked of not only Lisandro Martinez, but also Romero, who at the moment haven't been great.
Free kick conceded, the challenge by Mohamed Lashin. Well, it's 20 years now since Argentina conceded first at the World Cup and came back to win the match, round of 16 against Mexico. Came back to win by 2-1 in that one. Esteban Cambiasso among those watching on. Javier Zanetti on the left of your picture as well, great for Inter as well as Argentina. De Paul can't get the better of Karim Hafez. Very positive and purposeful from Egypt here in this first half. Against one of the big favourites for the World Cup. Hani. Haitham Hassan. The player who conceded the penalty kick. Little bit of space here for Salah. Hafez. He's got Imam Ashur alongside and now in possession. Ashur trying to find a little bit of space but smothered. That was Romero. Messi out hustled and then a little wayward off the boot of Karim Hafez. But this is it. They seem very prepared to go toe-to-toe here with Argentina.
They do, and you can see there with Romero, he's renowned for coming off his line, trying to win the ball in more of an aggressive sort of nature. Does it really, really well. Unfortunately, Messi just gets caught out a little bit, unaware of Hafez behind him. But Hafez just wastes the opportunity. Romero out of position, had an opportunity to try and go at Argentina in that instance. Instead, he lets go for that wild shot.
Paredes taking over. Well, 10 minutes to go to half-time, plus any additional time. Tagliafico. Fernandez. McAllister. Here's Messi. Neat and tidy as always. Doesn't need a lot of room, does he? But sheer weight of numbers gets the job done for Egypt.
You can see also Egypt are overloading that middle of the park. They know that Argentina is one of their strengths, the way they want to play football is those little intricate little 1-2s, movement in that sort of pocket areas between the two lines. But Egypt have got a lot of players in there and they're trying to smother that.
Alexis McAllister picking out Messi, Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes. Argentina patient in trying to figure out how to pick the lock here of this stubborn Egyptian resolve. Room for Paredes. Space for Enzo Fernandez. The run made by Messi, clearance by Ashur. It's Mo Salah underneath it. He's rather on his own. Salah, of course, be very familiar with the players he's up against today at the heart of the Argentina defence, with Lisandro Martinez, a Manchester United player, and Christian Romero at Tottenham Hotspur in recent years. Ashur. Romero's interception. Martinez. Messi. De Paul. A little bit loose in conceding possession, and Messi will look to try to take advantage.
He does well, really well. Initially, Messi to read the play, win the ball back, and his shot is just very wayward.
Diego Simeone has put his jersey back on and come to the stadium today. We saw him in Miami the other day, former international. Of course, he's had so much success at the in the manager's chair, the head coach's chair at Atletico Madrid. Key moments of the game so far.
We did see him go through all the emotions as well in Miami. Typical of Diego Simeone. On the touchline, we've seen for Atletico Madrid. We saw him in the stands in the box, going through all those emotions.
Yeah, former World Cup player with Argentina as well, of course, Diego Simeone. Lisandro Martinez, now Enzo Fernandez. De Paul. Now, well, Molina had made a run on the near side, and he keeps doing that, and they're not picking him out. But here comes Tagliafico, trying to tee it up for Alvarez. What a sensational save! Again by Mustafa Shubir. Super stop.
Oh, that is world class. I mean, everything about that was world class. The move was exceptional. The ball across Tagliafico, his touch inside. Alvarez's strike on goal, and the goalkeeper Mustafa Shubir, what a save. That is the best save of the game so far, by a long way. That is brilliant.
What a strong left hand, A, to get there, and B, to keep it out.
Oh, it's just perfect. Everything about it was perfect. The goalkeeper made an exceptional save.
Well, Julian Alvarez can't quite believe it, neither can Tagliafico. That was excellent play from the left back.
Oh, it was a brilliant ball in the first place. The diag was exceptional. Tagliafico's run down the left-hand side was perfectly timed. His one-touch cross into Julian Alvarez. I don't think Alvarez could have done much differently. Good strike on goal. And the goalkeeper, Shubir, shone again.
Shubir back on his feet, ready to continue. Ashur and Alexis McAllister not getting along terribly well at the moment, which has been noted by our French referee. Messi to try and conjure up something here. Decent delivery. And it just sails away. Tagliafico getting involved again.
Yeah, Alvarez is the one that flicks it on in that near post area. Almost works. Probably got a little bit too much on it.
As indeed there was off Shubir there with that ball down the near side. This is Christian Romero. 55th cap for him today. Paredes, who has looked assured there in his central defensive midfield role in this opening 45 minutes. Nahuel Molina plays for Diego Simeone at Atleti in Spain. Got a few Atleti connections here for Simeone to keep an eye on for about half of his squad here with Argentina. De Paul into Paredes, just dropping into a little bit of space here. Enzo Fernandez. Tagliafico trying to slide it in. So 7 attempts so far from Argentina, 3 on target, 1 on target for Egypt. But all importantly, that was the one that ended up nestling in the back of the net. Argentina looking for a strong finish to this first half. Alvarez tries to provide it, only half cleared. Still they try and probe and pick their way through the massed ranks of Egypt's defence, and on this occasion it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well hustled once again by Egypt. Bodies around the ball, not allowing any sort of freedom. It's tough against an Argentina side that move the ball so quickly. One-touch football, but moving off the ball, difficult to contain. But Egypt at the moment have done well. As a team, defended very well. When they've been able to get a chance, Argentina, it's the goalkeeper, Shubir, who's been brilliant.
Hassan Hassan there, the head coach of Egypt. He's their national record goal scorer. Oh, what about that from Mo Salah? Lovely bit of skills, brought to an end by Liverpool colleague of the last few years, Alexis McAllister. Just a reminder of his class there, Mo Salah. Well, sure. Into Salah. Paredes retrieving it for Argentina. Free kick. Into the last minute of the opening 45 as Messi sends it in, and it's a comfortable catch for Egypt's confident goalkeeper.
Yeah, good goalkeeping once again. They're the moments, they're the little bits of the game that are also vitally important. Coming out and claiming those balls, alleviating the pressure, just demoralises the opposition. When you continuously come out and deal with those aerial threats as a goalkeeper, it helps your team out massively, but also has an effect on the opposition.
Mo Salah led Nahuel Molina a merry dance there for a moment as Alvarez tries to get back at him, and Romero snaps in, and it will be a free kick.
Yeah, Romero just a little bit late, a little bit frustrated in the way that he challenges Mo Salah. You see there, just comes in, just lets himself, dives in, and sometimes that's what he does. Romero gets himself caught a little bit, loses a little bit of discipline, very aggressive on that front foot, and sometimes just gets that timing wrong.
Does cost him from time to time, doesn't it? Had a couple of yellow cards for Tottenham Hotspur this season. We've got a minimum of 5 additional minutes here in Atlanta, this lunchtime kickoff.
That's truly a remarkable stadium. It could feel like it's any time of the day. The roof closed, the atmosphere, it's just this little bubble that the guys are playing in. It's fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful climate for a game as well, just 22 degrees Celsius. Ashur losing out to Molina this time. De Paul trying to find a little bit of space, and it's with McAllister. Tagliafico on the far side. Rodrigo De Paul once more. Egypt desperate to just see it out to the break. They don't want to see the momentum of the match change right on the stroke of half-time. And it comes from De Paul, a header away by Rabia. Lisandro Martinez. Paredes. Nicely flighted. That is a very handy interception indeed by Karim Hafez.
Yeah, Hafez, it was really important. We saw that at the game against Cabo Verde. That's exactly the identical sort of run that Messi scored. Unbelievable touch with his outside of his left foot, and the finish was brilliant. So again, that is a constant threat when you're coming up against Argentina and Lionel Messi. That little diagonal ball over the top, drifting, perfectly weighted, but well defended.
There'll be a free kick there, foul by Alvarez. Sending Rami Rabia falling very heavily to the floor, and the referee swiftly calling for some assistance. It has notably knocked the wind from his sails.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it is that just being winded from that fall. He landed pretty flat on his back.
Well, he received some treatment. Mark, your first half thoughts on what we've seen up to this point?
I think Egypt have been excellent. I think their game plan has worked perfectly well. They've really smothered Argentina when they've been given the opportunity to. Not been afraid to go at them. Been adventurous, been brave. Created, obviously, a very good chance, which they took. And then after that, they've not just been content with sitting back, they've still tried to get forward. Argentina have certainly been better at times in this first half, created some big chances. Mustafa Shobir has been outstanding in goal. So yes, you could say they've ridden their luck a little bit, Egypt, but it's job very well done so far.
Yeah, they've survived a couple of the big moments in the game, haven't they, Egypt?
Yeah, players have stepped up, haven't they? I mean, defensively, there've been moments where individuals have stepped up and played their part, and of course the goalkeeper, we've always expected him to play a big part in this game.
Some Hassan, who on the few occasions he has ventured forward down the right has caused problems. That's not the first time he's got the ball into the penalty area. Molina, Romero. Lionel Messi. Argentina looking for a big finish to the first half here. Messi on the prowl. Alvarez dropping a bit deeper. Tagliafico. All hands on deck here for Egypt, trying to see it out to the break. Into Messi once more. Hani challenging. And the flag has gone up. Offside, free kick for Egypt.
Yeah, again, Egypt really well done. Patient. Kept the line nice and high. Tried to make sure they didn't dive in. Kept their shape. See this game out to the halftime break. That's what's really important for them, to preserve this lead.
Well, we've had a minimum of 5 additional minutes now here in Atlanta. Salah. Egypt with the throw. That's exactly what they would wish for at this stage. Forward towards Salah once more. Lisandro Martinez with the header clear, only as far as Hassan. Into Salah. Wasted opportunity there to put Argentina under a little bit of pressure in the closing moments of this first half. Not very often you see a pass go astray from Egypt's number 10, and it's Messi. And Shobir does rather well to make sure that he doesn't leave the penalty area with the ball in his hands. And there is the half-time whistle, and we have a story in Atlanta, because the world champions Argentina are behind, and Shobir, the goalkeeper of Egypt, has saved the penalty from Lionel Messi, but Yasser Ibrahim with a header in the 15th minute has scored the only goal of the match so far. The whole
Telangana cheers
by the
for
broadcast
football.
sponsors.
Yes, Argentina was on 0 and Egypt on 1, but you never know, the game can change. So Telangana, let's cheer for football one more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3, everybody.
అందరం కలిసి 3-2-1 అన్నప్పుడు అందరం కలిసి సేమ్ ఇప్పుడు దాకా ఎంత ఎనర్జీ చూపించారో ఇంకోసారి చూపిద్దాం మా తెలంగాణ పిల్లలు. రెడీ 3 2 1 ఇక్కడ ఫ్లాగ్స్ సగమే లేపుతున్నారు, ఫుల్గా పైకి పెడదామా? వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. లెఫ్ట్ రైట్, లెఫ్ట్ రైట్, లెఫ్ట్ రైట్.
Keep waving, keep waving.
పైన ఉన్న వాళ్ళు మీ చేతులు పైన పెడతారా? పైన ఉన్న వాళ్ళు మీ చేతులు లెఫ్ట్ రైట్, లెఫ్ట్ రైట్. వావ్, అమేజింగ్, అమేజింగ్.
Yes, we'd like to thank our Honorable Chief Minister for always promoting the sports culture in Telangana. And remember, my dear students, friends, it's not about winning, losing. sports give you so much. It gives you discipline, it gives you persistence, consistency. We are here to learn all that.
తెలంగాణ ప్రజలందరూ అందరూ కూడా మన ముఖ్యమంత్రి రేవంత్ అన్న గారు మన మధ్యలో ఉండడం చాలా సంతోషమైన విషయము. తన క్రీడాకి చాలా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇస్తాడు మన స్టేట్ లో. కాబట్టి చాలా మంచి మంచి స్పోర్ట్స్ పీపుల్ మన తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ నుండి పైకి వెళ్ళడము, నేషనల్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఆడడం జరిగింది. కాబట్టి తెలంగాణ ప్రజలందరి తరపున, పిల్లలందరి తరపున ఇంకోసారి మేము ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటున్నాం సీఎం రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అండి. పిల్లలు
one among you have to go to the FIFA World Cup. Yes, we should do that, right?
వెళ్తారా? ఎంతమంది వేరే వేరే స్పోర్ట్స్ ఆడతారు ఇక్కడ? చేయి చూపిస్తారా? అందరూ పైకి లేపాలి.
How many want to go to Olympics?
ఎంతమంది ఒలింపిక్స్ కి, వరల్డ్ కప్స్ కి వెళ్తారు?
Yes, that should be the promise today. All right, we'll play the FIFA anthem, but before that, when I say one, you know what you have to do. Revanth, Anna, Telangana rising and go. Let's go for it.
రెడీయా పిల్లలు? మీరందరూ తెలుసు కదా, 1 అన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలో, 2 అన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలో, ఇంకా 3 అన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలో, అండ్ ఫైనలీ తెలుసు కదా, స్మార్ట్ కిడ్స్. ఓకే, లెట్స్ గో. రెడీ అందరూ?
1, Revanth,
2,
Anna, Revanth, Revanth. All right, I think George, you take that side, I'll take this side. So we'll see who will shout louder, Revanth people or Anna people, okay?
ఏ కమాన్ పిల్లలు, మీ జోష్ చూపించే సమయం వచ్చింది మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి.
We should do really well, okay guys? This side also, balcony guys, come on, we have to do it really, really with full josh.
ఓకే, రెడీయా? టీమ్ 1
Anna!
పైనున్న వాళ్ళు టీమ్ 3 ఏమనాలి?
Telangana rising!
గట్టిగా గట్టిగా ఇంకోసారి ట్రై చేద్దాము. వాళ్ళు మెల్లగా చేస్తారు, ఇంకా కొంచెం ఎనర్జీ.
I think we'll concentrate on Revanth, Anna. Telangana rising, everybody will tell towards the end, okay? So this also, balcony also half. This side half, half. Ready?
ఓకేనా? పైన వాళ్ళందరూ రెడీయా? మీరు కూడా టీమ్ 1, టీమ్ 2. ఓకే, రెడీయా? టీమ్ 1,
Team 2!
టీమ్ 1.
And now, Anna, and now everybody together we will say Telangana rising. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Telangana rising! Woo!
Hey, how do we end it? How do we end it, పిల్లలు?
Go!
Fantastic. All the flags up. All the flags up. Hey. ఏ తెలంగాణ పిల్లలు ఏమైంది, అలసిపోయారా? అలసిపోయారా? అయితే ఇంకా మ్యాచ్ బాకీ ఉంది, మనం చీర్ చేస్తున్నామా లేదా?
Clearly not the case on this occasion, so I wonder if Argentina can come back or if Egypt will hold on to their lead. From the half-time stats, we can see Argentina have had more of the possession, they've had more of the attempts on goal, 3 attempts on target, but I know you always like to look at XG, Ash.
Yeah, I mean, they should have scored according to that. And obviously Egypt shouldn't have scored according to that, but that sometimes tells you that XG doesn't mean everything. You know, it's about moments of the games, it's about taking your chances, and it's about making something out of, you know, scraps of bit of play from the set piece and doing the best you can. 53% to 37. Ball recovery time, obviously Argentina is trying to be on the front foot and won the ball high, where Egypt are happy just to sit back, be nice and compact. They're not sitting and parking a bus on the edge of the box. They're trying to have a little bit of a mid block, but what's happening to me is the game's quite open. And even when Egypt scored, I thought Argentina are going to score here at some stage, because it's not massively shutting up shop. It's not all that low block where everything's in front of them. There's a bit of space and there's a bit of movement in and around both teams, so I expect more goals in this game.
Yeah, and I just wonder, can Egypt hold on to this lead? I mean, I'm sure they'll try and go for it again, because 1-0's never a safe scoreline, is it?
No, it never is, but like I said there, if they do drop into a low block, then it could cause them problems, because then concentration comes into it, and then people have got to move in and around. So for me, they've just got to keep going and doing what's got them that little bit of success and got them the goal.
Okay, well, the fans, the Messi fans, not so happy in the stands, but no doubt they will believe that Messi will come out and produce some magic in the second half. So it's currently 1-0 to Egypt, to the Pharaohs at half-time against Argentina. I wonder how the second half will unfold.
From my head to my toes, get them goals, 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 go. Darling, let's go.
Welcome back to our live coverage from Atlanta, and we're going to see a change here for Egypt. Hon'ble Fatih is going to come on. He's started 3 of the previous 4 matches, returned to start the last game after going off injured in the second match against New Zealand. He missed the game against Iran, but he will come on at the start of this second half. Lionel Messi seeing a penalty saved in the opening 45 by Mustafa Shubir, the goalkeeper for Egypt. Imam Ashur is the player going off. Now remember, he scored a couple of goals at this World Cup. So Ashur off, Hon'ble Fatih on. Hon'ble Fatih certainly a more defensive-minded player.
Yeah, only thing I can think of it must be that Ashur has picked up some sort of knock at half-time or in that first half, because I thought he was very good player, and I thought someone that was a vital part down his left-hand side. And yeah, you're right, it's a bit more of a defensive kind of switch now for Egypt. Maybe that's to do with the fact that they don't have anyone like that.
Away we go. As it stands, Argentina 45 minutes away from being knocked out of the FIFA World Cup. Still plenty of time for them to get back in this match, but what a story so far from Egypt. What a performance, but they're under early second half pressure. Rami Rabia equal to it. Here's Salah. Sliding in was Leandro Paredes. Lionel Scaloni leaving things as they are for the time being.
Yeah, he has. He's kept it the same lineup. I wonder just if he's going to maybe push Paredes a little bit further forward, as opposed to seeing that little hole, trying to prevent Salah and the likes of Zico receiving the ball to feet. Because at the moment, when he's in that position, he's done really well. But a lot of his passing sideways and backwards, it kind of stopped the quick transition and sort of breakdown on him and moving the ball forward.
Sent forward off the boot of Artea. Romero there ahead of Salah. Fernandez finds McAllister. And now Paredes. Nahuel Molina. De Paul. No second chances now at this World Cup. You've got to get it right on the day. Lisandro Martinez. This is Lionel Messi. Takes the return. And again. Twinkle-toed. Teeing up De Paul. And it's a very comfortable save.
Yeah, once again, you see like three Egyptian players looking to close that shot down from De Paul. De Paul kind of doesn't really, he just tries to place it into the corner. And those three Egyptian players pushing for the difference.
You know, a free kick for the challenge from Julian Alvarez on Egypt's goalkeeper, Mustafa Shubir. Ibrahim sending it forward. Free kick, foul by Nicolas Tagliafico with the challenge on Haitham Hassan. Very experienced referee in charge of this game, Francois Letexier from France. He took charge of the UEFA Euro 24 final between Spain and England and the Europa League final this year as well. Mustafa Zico losing out to Romero. McAllister. Alvarez. Here's Messi. Closed down quickly by Rabia. And it's a goal kick for Egypt, just as Argentina thought they were going to have a corner.
Yeah, you can see there, Lionel Messi, there's no complaints from him. I think he's touched there. Yeah, it comes off him last. Good decision. Just got pushed a little bit wide, Lionel Messi, and when he did recover the ball, there was just no one in the middle, giving that opportunity for him to lay it off, and also some good defending.
Tagliafico there was not giving an inch to Hassan. Paredes. This is Nahuel Molina. And De Paul is never far away. Egypt with a very solid looking defensive structure. Argentina looking for a moment of class, maybe a little bit of craft. Talking of craft, Messi with a touch of the ball in off the boot of Rodrigo De Paul. Chance to clear, nicely done by Marwan Ataya immediately, and now Haitham Hassan with a chance to run at Nicolas Tagliafico. Made sure to win himself the throw.
Yeah, it's Lisandro Martinez, one that comes across now and deals with him. You can see there, Tagliafico's had a bit of a problem with him in that first 45 minutes, trying to deal with Haitham Hassan. Very lively, got really good ball control, tight ball control. He's got some speed as well, which causes all sorts of problems.
Well, we know they are quite a tough nut to crack, Egypt. They conceded only 2 goals in the 10 matches that they played in qualifying for this World Cup. They didn't concede in any of the final 6 qualifiers, but their defensive solidity is going to be put to the test, I think, in the extreme in what remains of this one.
You would think so, wouldn't you? I mean, Argentina, you would expect them, certainly at a certain time in this game, to really go for it. As long as this scoreline stays the same, they're going to have to take chances, gamble, push players forward.
De Paul. Paredes finding Enzo Fernandez. Here's Tagliafico. Paredes. Into Fernandez. Cleared away by the solid figure of Karim Hafez. Get the feeling this might be the pattern of much of what remains of this game, potentially. Salah, though, oh, he picked the pocket of Paredes. And Argentina will be mightily relieved to get a free kick.
Yeah, I think he was very, very fortunate to get a free kick there. Mo Salah almost picked his pocket and was off. And that would have been a huge moment in the game.
Yeah, wouldn't it just? Salah almost away for Egypt. Floated in by Messi, met by the gloves of Shubir. Paredes. Oh, unexpectedly firing one in there.
Yeah, it's a decent strike. Just seemed to be, when the minute it left the boot, just always seemed to be rising. It's that challenge from Salah now. Oh, I tell you what, that's unlucky. Very unfortunate for Egypt. Could have easily have gone in favour of Egypt. Ribéry once again coming out and clearing up the danger in that 18-yard box.
Hani. Hassan. He's got Mo Salah ahead of him. Bit of space here for Mohamed Lashin. Pass not quite finding Mustafa Zico. He's been on the game's periphery, the number 11, a little bit. They've struggled to get him into the play. Unintentional involvement of referee Letexier there.
Yeah, it's been a real selfless kind of first 45, well 50, almost 55 minutes for Mustafa Zico. He's had to make a lot of runs, help out in defence, had to sacrifice himself to a large degree. And he's also played his part in Egypt being very difficult to break down thus far.
Fernandez, now Tagliafico. He forced a little bit wider than he might have liked. Hafez with a header clear only as far as Argentina's number 10, but Messi can't find a way through this time. And Egypt will try to break, and Salah knows what's coming because Romero came stomping across.
Yeah, I think Salah, I think just slightly put the brakes on when he realised it was Romero coming through.
Not quite kept in there by McAllister.
Interesting thing is, the longer the game goes on, whenever Egypt will be under pressure, they'll win back the ball, they'll look to try and break. How long can they continue to do that? How much energy will they have to be able to hold the ball and still also, after defending, try and break and cause problems for Argentina?
Yeah, Mohamed Hani couldn't find a teammate there, and Enzo Fernandez busy, bustling in the midfield area. McAllister now. Paredes. Bit of space for Fernandez. Messi trying to scoot away from Hamdi Fati, who fouls him. We saw a succession of free kicks, didn't we, in the round of 32 when Messi had got the ball within a sort of 10 yards of the penalty area and defenders just slightly missed timing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he can do to you, can't he? He's got such close ball control, so nimble on his feet, draws in the defender, the challenge, and then just with a blink of an eye, he can swivel and change his movement that causes the foul.
Messi mixes it up into Rodrigo de Paul, collected by Fernandez. Molina. This is Paredes. Into Messi in that little pocket of space, and still with Messi, and Fati with an excellent challenge wins it back, and it's cleared away by Lashin. Little bit of respite for Egypt's defence. This is turning into a second half of extreme concentration as they try to hold Argentina at bay. Alvarez sends it into the heart of the box, but McAllister beaten to it.
Yeah, nice floated ball, diagonal ball across the left-hand side. Tagliafico's header back across the face. Just wasn't enough, wasn't timed enough. And of course the goalkeeper once again comes out, clears up the danger.
Just dug out by Yasser Ibrahim initially from that central area. What a day for those fans of Egypt so far. First time their country have ever been in the knockout stages at the World Cup finals. This is only the second knockout game they've ever played at the World Cup.
It doesn't look it so far. Handled it very, very well. That was always going to be a question mark. Could they handle the expectations, certainly at home for them? And could they deliver on this stage against one of the best teams on the planet? And so far, they've been excellent.
Here comes Lisandro Martinez. Goes to ground, rather hopes for a free kick. Referee not interested. There wasn't a foul there. And Haitham Hassan trying to get away from Alvarez. Oh, what a handful he's proving to be. And Hassan, it's a sensational passage of play. Here comes Salah, sending it forward. It's Zico. It's 2-0. And the shot is on. Argentina's
Made you strong, die, die, equal, darling, let's go. Die, die, equal, darling, let's go.
Perfect counter-attack football. Haitham Hassan, unbelievable run. Didn't look like it'd stop him, and they couldn't. Argentina so influential. What a delivery, what a pass, and what a goal for Egypt to take a 2-0 lead against all the odds, certainly on paper, but not on the performance today.
Well, so much of the credit there has to go to Haitham Hassan. Argentina feel that there was a foul at the other end of the field. That's what they're unhappy about.
And then once Haitham Hassan picked the ball up, just kept going on and on and on. Was so difficult to contain.
So referee having a look at this. Did Lisandro Martinez there, looked as if he had his foot trodden on by Marwan Atea. But it was a tremendous break of pace and skill and verve from Egypt, but it may come to nothing because of the challenge at the other end of the field coming up here from the left of your picture.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see now. The referee, I mean, this will be devastating for Egypt if this is ruled out.
After review, careless free kick committed by the 19 of Egypt. Indeed, offensive play. Final decision is confirmed.
Oh, it's an almighty let-off for Argentina. Such a big moment. But the play brought back for a foul at the other end of the field. Here it is now. There's the challenge that sent Martinez to the turf.
Yeah.
It stays at 1-0.
It is a foul. It is a foul.
Yeah.
It's clearly, you can see it. The referee's got it absolutely spot on. It's heartbreaking for Egypt. But what a goal that was that they scored for Argentina. It is a lifeline.
And suddenly, from potentially being 2-0 down, Argentina have a free kick in a very promising position, and their fans are alive again in the stadium. The noise level has just gone up. What a dramatic twist as Messi sent it over. And it's behind for a corner. Tagliafico involved in it again inside the 6-yard box.
Oh, it's almost worked to perfection. It's McAllister's the one that makes a run to the near post. He's the one that gets the flick on, and it almost gets to Tagliafico.
Messi looks to be provider this time. Egypt with 10 men back inside their own penalty area when the ball came over there. And it's just launched away by Mohamed Hani. This is going to be the ultimate test of Egypt's defensive qualities here now. And what remains of this game, we've got just under half an hour to go in Atlanta. Delicately poised. Tagliafico. McAllister. No foul. Here's Mo Salah. Egypt look to break again. We've seen how devastating they can be on the break just moments ago. Hassan. Well, they were quick, three of them quick to close in on him. The number 12 was causing all sorts of problems. Haitham Hassan.
Oh, we saw moments of him in the first half where you thought he is going to be a real handful. And in this second half, the moments that he's played in that involvement in the goal was outstanding. Unfortunately for Egypt to be ruled out, but he is a real handful.
He plays for Real Oviedo in the second tier in Spain. What a final half an hour or so we've got in front of us here, potentially. Egypt are going to make a change soon. That's a lovely touch from Hassan. And the break was almost on once more. They're trying to get Mustafa Zico away. Lisandro Martinez. Will Argentina be truly buoyed and take advantage of that decision where one moment they were in despair and then suddenly lifted by the verdict of VAR? No foul on McAllister. This is Mo Salah. Trying to get to grips there with Lisandro Martinez. I think would have been quite happy to just play on with an advantage at that point. And carry on they do. Lisandro Martinez in a bit of discomfort at the moment as his teammates carry on. I'm not sure whether he's hurt his arm or his hand. We're not the other side of his body from where we can see at the moment, but he appears to be okay. Christian Romero. Argentina usually find a way. So far they've failed. Header clear. Here comes Christian Romero into Messi. No way through for Argentina's number 10, but he keeps hold of it. Martinez. Tagliafico. Good play from Egypt though, just forcing Argentina back momentarily at least. And again, Mark, it was long and hopeful from the World Cup holders.
Yeah, they just lost a little bit of rhythm after that goal. Yes, it's been ruled out. They've got a lifeline. However, it's just, I think, created a few more doubts, and it's lifted Egypt.
Nico Gonzalez is going to come on shortly, as is Lautaro Martinez. Pressure still on from Argentina with Rodrigo de Paul. That'll be a corner. Argentina getting ready to make two changes, and those changes will come now. Nicolas Tagliafico is going to come off. Nico Gonzalez on to replace him. We had some good moments, Tagliafico.
Yeah, he's also found it very, very difficult up against Haitham Hassan, who's been so difficult to contain for Argentina.
And Lautaro Martinez on as well. Adding some firepower to the attack. Messi. Lovely play, but blocked by the sturdy resistance of Mustafa Zico, but it's behind again, and the pressure is building on Egypt's goal. It's another corner.
Placement number 15, Gonzalez. 7 to ball, placement number 22, Martinez.
Rodrigo de Paul, confirmation, is the other player to have gone off. Argentina knocking on the door again. Romero trying to get on the end of it. Zico's header away. Chance to break now with Mohamed Salah. He's on his own. Support arriving. It's at the feet of Haitham Hassan. Alarm bells ringing for Argentina. 2-0. This time it's going to stand.
What an effort from Egypt. What a moment. This is match-defining. Brilliant play. Mo Salah practically running 3/4 of the length of the pitch, causing all sorts of problems once again for Argentina to try and deal with it. They don't. That man, Haitham Hassan, every time he touches the ball, Argentina just are fearful. They can't contain him. Great move and a great pass into the middle of the box. And Zico makes absolutely no mistake. Egypt are flying.
Mustafa Zico's second goal of this World Cup. He got one in the win over New Zealand in the group stage. What a moment, though. What a moment. And what an opportunity perhaps now for Egypt here at this 2026 FIFA World Cup. Argentina are going to have to dig very deep. There is still plenty of time in the match.
Oh, they have a mountain to climb. They really do. They do not look anywhere near good enough at the moment, Argentina. But all they need is a lifeline. They need one goal. Get a goal back, that will lift. That will cause doubts in Egypt's minds. But at the moment, Egypt are absolutely flying, and rightly so.
Well, what a story we have developing here in Georgia, in downtown Atlanta. But if Argentina can get a goal back soon, we're in a different game altogether. Momentum can change in a moment, and Argentina potentially have the players to do that. Paredes into Lionel Messi. Again, they'll be looking to him and his talismanic qualities. Everyone back behind the ball for Egypt. The header away by Mohamed Hani. It was a rather wild swing at the ball there from Lisandro Martinez. Well, Zico's had the ball in the net twice in just over 6 minutes, but it's the second one that counts. They've got quite a good strike rate, Egypt, in this game, Mark. 2 for 2 in terms of attempts on target in the game. Salah losing out to Romero, just that little bit physically stronger. Fernandez trying to tee it up. Alvarez forced out wide. Nico Gonzalez can't find a way past Haitham Hassan. What a match he's had.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He really has. He's been worked to the ground.
I'm not sure how much he's got left here now.
Well, I believe he's been calling to be taken off. Maybe this is a substitution now.
It's his first competitive start for Egypt, and what a contribution he has made as the players head for the hydration break midway through the second half. What a match we've got on our hands here, and what a test it's turning into for Argentina once again. Egypt 2 goals up with a quarter of the game to play. So changes coming for Argentina. Nahuel Molina is off. Gonzalo Montiel is on. That was a change that we saw in the last game against Cabo Verde as well. And Mahmoud Trezeguet has come on for his 100th cap for Egypt. Trezeguet on, and the extremely impressive Haitham Hassan makes way. And we're off again here for a massive conclusion to this game.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 6 Molina, replaced by number 4. Yeah.
Romero. A little over a quarter of an hour plus added time remaining. Argentina are going to have to come up with something impressive here, but if they can get a goal before too long, suddenly the pressure will be immense on Egypt.
Hassan replaced by number 7, Trezeguet.
Argentina on the front foot again, as they have been for so much of this second half. And Zico back trying to help out. Sent into the heart of the box, and Lautaro Martinez swung his leg at it.
And that's a half a chance. Player of his quality, Martinez could have on another occasion.
It's confirmation there that Montiel has come on, and the goalkeeper Shabir there on the ground over on the far side. It's not the first time he's gone down following a challenge around his penalty area, when there hasn't really been an awful lot going on around him at the time.
Well, he got a shove then from Lautaro Martinez. Martinez felt he was taking too long to go and collect the ball.
Ahmed Hani away, won by Lisandro Martinez. A touch from Nico Gonzalez into Fernandez, and now it's with McAllister. It's going to be incessant from Argentina, isn't it now, I think, for what remains of the game. Maybe the more they push, I suppose, it might leave some gaps going the other way on the counter for Egypt.
I think it will, and we've shown it already in this second half that they're susceptible. We saw it against Cabo Verde. Argentina are susceptible to that counter-attack. This is no different tonight.
Paredes. Enzo Fernandez, lovely play. Alvarez! That little flick just took it past the goalkeeper, but then thumped away at the far post. Flag has gone up anyway.
Just can't quite get it right at the moment, Argentina. Whether it's the delaying of the run, keeping onside, or the delivery in the box.
Fans, today's attendance,
68,239 packed into the stadium here. Haitham Hassan there, who's just gone off. Big day for Trezeguet. A century of caps for Egypt for Trezeguet now. Here come Egypt again. 13 times before, Argentina have been 2 goals behind in the finals at the World Cup over the years, and they've lost all of them. They need to change the narrative on that. They've got less than 15 minutes plus added time in which to do it. Hani. Egypt hunting for something rather special. Looking to send a seismic shock around the World Cup. The chase is on, and Trezeguet will keep it in. Support arriving. Zico wants it, and Trezeguet fancied it. Goal kick. Scored at the World Cup, Trezeguet. Got one in the 3-1 win over New Zealand.
Yeah, a little bit wasteful on that occasion. Edna was in the box, decided to try and catch Emi Martinez out at that near post.
Comes McAllister looking for Julian Alvarez. Attacking ranks gathering on the edge of Egypt's penalty area for Argentina. Messi. Enzo Fernandez, challenged by Mohamed Hani. Montiel. Bit of space here for McAllister. In towards Messi. Block made by the attentive Yasser Ibrahim, who scored the first goal. Gonzalez, Fernandez. This is Martinez. not a bad ball either. It was heading towards Montiel beyond the far post. Trezeguet's there. It really is all hands on deck for Egypt now.
Well, they're still prepared to leave Mo Salah in an advanced position. That is always the constant threat.
The thoughtful face of Lionel Scaloni, who of course led Argentina to World Cup victory 4 years ago. Sturdy header from Lachine. They're not getting a lot of respite, are they?
They're not, but Argentina's really struggled for quality. Delivering the box, chances, creating chances. It's really been few and far between in the second half. I can't really remember even a meaningful, good chance they've created so far in this second half, and that has been not good enough for them so far.
Messi looking to start to turn it in their favour, and they are back in the game. Argentina right back in it. Christian Romero.
From my skin under my clothes, from my head to my toes. Get them balls, 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 balls. Balls, 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 with my tight balls, balls, balls.
That's a great ball. The first time in the second half where they've got a really good ball into the box. Messi's cross into Romero. He's onside. It looks like for me like he's onside, and what a header. Really good power on it. On this occasion, Mustafa Shabir can't keep it out.
Change coming, and Mostafa Zico is going off to be replaced by Omar Marmoush of Manchester City. So Marmoush, one of those who was left out today, who started the last game, is on for what remains. And suddenly Argentina are really up and about here in Atlanta, and here they come with Messi. And the 1-2 on this occasion doesn't come off, and we have roughly 10 minutes or so plus added time, but what a long time it will feel for those players in red shirts down there below us.
It will be. It'll take an age. And Argentina now have got their tails up. We talked about it. If they could get one back, they would come to life. The belief would come back into this team. And yes, they've given themselves a hope, but there's still a long way to go.
It's his first goal for Argentina, Romero, for just over 2 years. What a big one. Thought he'd scored what turned out to be the winner in the last round against Cabo Verde, which eventually went down as an own goal, but not going to be denied that one. Shabir got his hand to it, couldn't quite get enough on it to turn it round the post. This is going to be some final 10 minutes. McAllister into Messi, faced by Lachine, backed up by Trezeguet. McAllister wins the corner. It is incessant, the pressure now on the Egypt's penalty area.
Just goes to show you Argentina, the quality they possess. A player like Messi, not really involved for the vast majority of the game. The quality hasn't been the same. One little moment of real quality of delivering the box can make all the difference, and they're back in the game.
Back in the game and back on the attack here, and Shabir under real pressure, but it's thumped clear. Goalkeeper a little slow to get to his feet. It's collected by Paredes, and now with Montiel. And Trezeguet has been beaten by Messi. It's Lionel Messi, and still, it's brilliant, and it was nearly 2-2. Wonderful play from Argentina's number 10. Down the far side, and Lautaro Martinez a whisker away from levelling it up.
Oh, what a ball, what a run from Messi. Oh, Lautaro Martinez just gets the timing wrong on the header. What a run, what a manoeuvre, what a little cross in with the outside of his boot. Martinez couldn't finish it off. Another big chance for Argentina.
Agonising for Argentina. And here they come again. Gonzalez, Paredes, Alvarez. Enzo Fernandez. Got Montiel over on the far side. Plenty of blue and white shirts inside the penalty area now. Block made by Lachine the first time. Lautaro sends it across. It's swept in! And of course it's Lionel Messi! Pressure just built, and finally it paid off. And Egypt's 2-goal lead has evaporated.
Oh, incredible scenes, absolutely incredible. Egypt, absolutely heartbroken. They look shattered. Lionel Messi, this is relentless. The delivery in the box is fortunate with a deflection. They keep it alive, and Messi with the finish. It's absolutely brilliant. Great technique. Power on the ball. And Mustafa Shabir just couldn't once again keep this one out. Argentina are alive once again.
Four minutes and 19 seconds between the two goals for Argentina. Lionel Messi's 8th goal of this World Cup. And incredibly, Lionel Messi has now scored in 9 consecutive appearances at the World Cup finals. You won't be surprised to know nobody's done that before in the history of the game.
That makes up for the penalty stat. I mean, it's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, that's why he's one of the greatest footballers of all time. And he's still producing time and time again. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. This Argentinian side do not know how to give up, how to lose matches.
Tell you what, though, they're doing it the hard way, aren't they, this year? After that night against Cabo Verde in Miami, it's not too dissimilar here in terms of its difficulty.
Well, it's not over yet, but they've put themselves back in this game, and at the moment, they have all of the momentum.
They certainly do, and with 5 minutes to go, they'll have eyes on trying to get it done inside the 90 and avoiding extra time. Egypt have got to regroup here.
They certainly do, yeah. They have to put that disappointment behind them. They've got to knuckle down, they've got to regroup, refocus. And you can see there he's clearly onside.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
That was Romero's header. That was to make it 2-1.
Bedlam all around us inside the stadium here in downtown Atlanta. An incredible noise, an incredible atmosphere, added to by the fact the roof is closed. Nail-biting stuff. Rabia away to the far side. Yasser Ibrahim. That header he scored early in the game seems a long time ago now. One or two things have happened since then.
It feels like an age, doesn't it?
We might have another chapter or two to be written into this game. At the moment, we're headed for extra time. Momentum very much with Argentina at the moment. What a comeback. What a souvenir for somebody. Mohamed Hani with the throw. Can Egypt get up off the canvas and find a third goal? This is Mamouche. Throw for Argentina. Scalone's demeanour hasn't changed a great deal throughout the game. Leandro Paredes. Montiel's getting on his bike over on the far side. Sandro Martinez. Too much pace on that for Montiel.
See how the game's slowed down a little bit now, and both sides just trying to find their way through a bit calmer.
Well, it has been breathless, hasn't it? Particularly during the spell in the game where Argentina were really pushing to come back. Lautaro Martinez just taking exception to the close attentions being given to him. Argentina with the opportunity now to put some more pressure on.
Just ruffled a few feathers, hasn't he? Lautaro Martinez is coming on, his presence, obviously his ability is there, but he's ruffled a few feathers. He's tried to put them off their game a little bit.
There's the race for the golden boot. Lionel Messi leading the way by one. Drilling that one in, pushed away by Shilpakala. It was a worrisome moment for Egypt.
Yeah, he's done well, because that's such a difficult ball to defend against. It's got whip, it's got pace on it. I think it was like 3 Argentinian players all within a whisker of getting a touch on it. The goalkeeper's just got to stay fully focused on the ball. In the end, just deals with it.
Egypt just can't get out at the moment. Last 30 seconds of the 90. Are we going to have a final flourish from somebody, a great crescendo to this game, or will we have an extra half an hour? And of course, the possibility of penalty kicks. Julian Alvarez now for Argentina. Trying to find Christian Romero. Back out with Alvarez. Sliding in was Lachine. Egypt just trying to survive this attacking onslaught from Argentina. Lionel Messi. Lachine with a very big interception. Maybe a chance to break. Marmoush with a touch into Mo Salah. Marmoush picks up the running. Trezeguet to his left. Oh, what a brilliant defensive challenge by Paredes. That was massive.
Oh, it's huge. It was magnificent defending. He takes a gamble, decides he needs to hold his line. He needs to try and make the interception.
Messi trying to tee up Alvarez. He can't quite get there. Mohamed Hani sends it away. Game really opened up there.
Oh, Egypt once again a massive threat on that counter. Paredes does unbelievably well.
Incredibly, Argentina have scored at least twice in each of the last 11 matches they've played at the finals of the World Cup. It sort of equals the all-time record. And Uruguay were the other team to do that. Whipped in by Hani. There was a chance. It was Trezeguet trying to get on the end of it. They're claiming a foul inside the penalty area, but the attack is still on with Mohamed Lachine.
That was a big chance for Trezeguet. I don't believe he felt that he'd get a free header like he did. Just got caught napping a little bit.
It's an absolute thriller, this one. Here comes Mo Salah. They're desperately hoping for a moment of magic from him. Not this time. And Argentina could be away. Lautaro Martinez. Red shirts racing back as fast as they can. Oh my word! I've seen it all now. Enzo Fernandez.
them goals, 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 goals. Body goals, fit, goals, fit, goals, fit. Body goals, fit, goals, fit, goals, fit.
Otamendi are coming on to replace Julian Alvarez and Christian Romero. Wow. So Otamendi, who's playing at his 4th World Cup, makes his 2nd appearance here in the United States. And Argentina breaking new ground whichever way you turn. They've never overturned a 2-goal deficit in a World Cup match to go on and win before now. There haven't been 2 goals down that often over the years, of course. Late change with Zizou on for Egypt. Mohamed Lashin is off. So Zizou on for the little that remains of the game. We've got 2 or 3 minutes remaining in all likelihood here in added time, but it's a truly remarkable turnaround here. Well, they say, don't they, that the true champions find a knockout punch from somewhere.
They do, and they've got the quality on the pitch. Doesn't matter how bad they've been or how they've struggled to cause any indents in the opposition, they just don't give up. They continue to fight. They know how to win games, and they've shown it once again today. They have been relentless in the 2nd half.
And it's tidied up at the back in the gloves of Emiliano Martinez. Those 3 goals came in a spell of just over 13 minutes. 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Confirmation of a yellow card for Hamdi Fatih in the discussions that ensued after the 3rd goal for Argentina. Well, we thought, Mark, that Argentina had been pushed all the way by Cabo Verde the other day, but this is something else.
Oh, it's on a different level, isn't it? I mean, we've just gone up a couple of notches, haven't we? I mean, the drama in this game, the way in which Egypt, seemingly in control, seemingly like they were going to progress and knock one of the favourites out, the favourite, out of the tournament. And then Argentina just do not know how to roll over. They do not know how to lose games. They know what it means and how it takes to win games at a World Cup.
Egypt aren't done yet, though. They're still hoping for one more opportunity to level it up and send us to extra time. But we're in added time now, as it's headed away by Martinez, and Lautaro Martinez collects, takes it as far as he can. He's sent to the turf, and there's going to be a yellow card, and it's going to be shown to Marwan Atiyah. Well, we saw Belgium come back from a 2-goal deficit to get the better of Senegal. They needed extra time to do that, with 2 very late goals to equalise, but Argentina here set to get it done without the need of the extra half an hour. And referee Francois Le Texier still has a little sorting out to do as he comes across to Egypt's disgruntled bench. Emotions running high, understandably so. But Egypt, they have been outstanding today.
Oh, they have been. I mean, they've just, understandably, they're frustrated. They're devastated. They need to try and control themselves. They need to try and find a way of getting back in this game. And by being overly emotional, it's not going to help.
Yeah, referee deep in conversation there with Hossein Hassan, the head coach of Egypt, in the middle of your picture. Two up, 11 minutes to go, but Argentina have come roaring back. And all the fans in the stadium here now need to hear, or the vast majority of them in blue and white, is the final whistle. They'll do well to hear it, though. The atmosphere is really quite something in here. Ball not reaching Mohamed Salah, and Egypt just can't get it forward. They can't get it into Argentina's half. It's a classic encounter here. South America set to get the better of Africa. Nico Gonzalez down to the man of the moment, really, Enzo Fernandez. It's his goal that separates the two teams. Argentina very much saving the best till last in this round of 16 tie. The winners, of course, will play Switzerland or Colombia in the quarterfinals and will head to Kansas City for the meeting on the 11th of July. Time has all but run out for Egypt. Maybe one last chance, but you sense it might have to happen now if it's going to. And they can't find a way through. And Fernandez sends it to Lautaro Martinez, who wisely uses up a few precious seconds. Just what's required by Argentina at this moment in time. That's brilliantly done by Lautaro.
Yeah, it's great work. What he's got to do is just keep his cool. He knows they are heading to the next round and they keep their cool. Lautaro Martinez doesn't need to react. Brilliant play by him. Brilliant play to frustrate Egypt, to wind the clock down.
Argentina are almost there. Pushed to the limit by Egypt. Their dreams of retaining the trophy still alive, but looks very much in doubt with 11 minutes to go. But it's still on for Argentina. It's been epic in Atlanta. A game that had everything.
everyone, అందరు పిల్లలందరూ అర్జెంటీనా గెలిచింది, గట్టిగా సౌండ్ చేస్తారా? మన రేవంత్ అన్నకి మీ హార్ట్ చూపిస్తారా అందరూ? హార్ట్, ఆల్ ద హార్ట్స్ నౌ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ రేవంత్ అన్న గారు. మీరు ఇంత అద్భుతమైన ప్రోగ్రామ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసి ఒకసారి గట్టిగా చప్పట్లు కొడదామా రేవంత్ అన్న కొరకు?
పాలమూరు జిల్లాల కొండరెడ్డి పల్లె, కొండరెడ్డి పల్లె, కొండరెడ్డి పల్లెలో కొన్నదొక తల్లి.